Former Indian skipper and coach Anil Kumble spoke exclusively to Network 18 sports editor Gaurav Kalra over the recent remarks by Indian skipper Virat Kohli that the team needs to play tests at fewer locations in India. Listen in to what Kumble had to say on this.
I wanted to talk to you about some of the talking points that have emerged subsequently. In his press conference, Virat Kohli, right after the series, made the point about restricting Test cricket to just 5 centres. Obviously, crowds have been disappointing, etc. You've been an administrator as well at the KSCA president. What's your view? Do you think it's a good idea to spread Test cricket as the attempt has been to smaller centres? Or would you like to go with what Virat is suggesting and stay with the 5 centres?
No, I think that's certainly one of the ways of promoting Test cricket. By restricting it to a few centres, and not just that. I think it's also important to choose the time of the Test match. We all remember, the festival of Pongal. The Test match used to be at Chennai. Then the start of the season would be, I think, in Delhi. Bangalore would have a Test match. Mumbai would have a Test match. So you would have Kolkata, of course. So you would have, Test matches in these big centres. I think it's important for Test cricket to promote these centres where people know that this is the place that you're going to play Test cricket in much prior to the start of the season, because you can then market Test cricket. You can make sure that the crowd come in. Not just that, I think it's also important in these smaller centres. When I was the coach, we played, I think, in 6 different centres, new centres for Test cricket. The one centre where it was packed was Indore. The atmosphere was brilliant. It's in the heart of the city. Maybe that was one of the reasons where the crowd could come in, irrespective of the time of day. You could come in and spend some time and watch some good cricket. When India played New Zealand at Indore, the stadium was packed. So other than that, I didn't see the kind of packed stadiums that we have seen in the past. So yes, Test cricket, for it to survive, I think it's important that you choose centres which obviously can bring in crowds, and also make sure that you have enough time to market Test cricket, to ensure that people can come. And having said all of this, I think what we need to also do is to create better facilities for the spectators to come and view the game. They need to have a comfortable seat, the access to the stadium, ticketing. I think use of technology is something that I think we need to start looking at when it comes to issuing tickets. And then, of course, the basic comfort of food, water, and then toilet facilities. I think if we can provide all of that, make the spectator feel really comfortable, then I think you'll see a lot of people coming into watching Test match cricket.
Anil Kumble also weighed in on new BCCI chief Sourav Ganguly's statement that the day and night Test format is the need of the hour. Here's what one of the most successful spinners of India had to say.
The one experiment that India hasn't taken part in so far and has been taking place around the world is the day-night Test match. Where do you stand on that? Given that again this has been a home season in which there have been 3 Test matches where the crowds have been disappointing.
Yeah, I think certainly day-night Test match cricket will certainly bring in crowd towards the second half, towards the later half of the game. You also need to choose the right time of the year, because we have seen in day-night cricket, in one-day internationals, the ball gets really wet because of dew. So you may have to choose the venue and the time of the year. And like I said, irrespective of what you do with Test match cricket, I think the general expectations of the spectator to enhance the facilities and make him comfortable, I think is important as well. So if you can create all of that, ticketing, access, comfort, and then yes, of course, if you can come in at 6 in the evening after you have finished your job, your routine during the day, and come and watch a couple of hours of cricket, I think that's where we are headed.